the population of Todmorden had fallen by 50% and was standing at around 12,000 by the time Fred Shipman got his first job there as a GP. There had been little investment in the town centre for many years, and the poverty of many residents had even attracted European and government funding for the run-down districts of the community. Todmorden needed to maintain its rail link, to renovate its canal, secure a stronger market town identity, and refurbish a lot of buildings in the town centre if it was going to thrive as it had done during those boom years of the cotton industry 100 years earlier. Civic pride, however, was still everywhere in Todmorden, thanks mainly to the Fielden family, a powerful and benevolent mill-owning dynasty that gave tiny Todmorden a Grade 1 listed town hall, which would not look out of place in a major city. By the 1970s, its main use was as a ballroom and the venue for Monday afternoon tea dances. Todmorden remained a hard place in many ways. The churchyard contained numerous examples of child mortality. Many in their 20s and 30s were laid beneath the earth from climate, disease, or the toil and danger of the Industrial Revolution. But the town had a long tradition of looking after itself. Maybe that is why newly qualified Dr. Fred Shipman found it so easy to blend in with the surroundings. There was no cinema, just 50 pubs and a club. The streets of Todmorden were usually deserted by 5 p.m. A few modern buildings had replaced the mills, and the number of churches had shrunk to 3. Yet much of the grey stone housing remained, as did many of the shops and businesses. It was just the type of place that Fred Shipman would feel at home in. In Todmorden, they liked to think that all their hard work in the cotton mills helped the South get even more prosperous, while they and the rest of the north of England fell further and further behind. In March 1974, Fred was taken on as a junior GP at the Todmorden Group Practice, run by Dr. Michael Grieve. The handsome young doctor and his family were initially greeted as a breath of fresh air. Within a month, young Fred, as Grieve called him, was promoted from assistant to principal GP. He immediately rolled up his sleeves and began working day and night for the good of the practice. As Dr. Grieve later recalled, young Fred fitted in well. He was enthusiastic and interested in every stage of the medical profession. He was almost too good to be true. According to Dr. Grieve, most patients adored him. He had a lot of fans. I remember there was one girl whose baby he delivered who still to this day thinks the world of him. The Shipmans purchased a picturesque greystone house on a street called Sunnyside, on the hill overlooking the centre of Todmorden. It was a comfortable 4-bedroom semi, commanding excellent views, yet within walking distance of the surgery and all the town's main stores. And Fred Shipman's treatment of patients went from strength to strength. When 10-year-old Karen Shepherd was diagnosed by another doctor as having blood poisoning, Fred Shipman stepped in and said it was osteomyelitis. He was absolutely correct, and in effect saved little Karen's life. Some months later, Karen's younger sister was diagnosed by Shipman as having a hole in the heart after other doctors had failed to pick it up. Senior partner Dr. Grieve later recalled, he made that extra special bit of effort to find out what was wrong with the patient, and it paid off handsomely. Another patient, lorry driver Frank Scott, never forgot how Shipman rushed over to his home to deliver Frank's wife's baby. A year later, he repeated the delivery with a second Scott child. The man was a saint, a really good person. He treated us so well. I'll never forget what he did for this family, Frank Scott later recalled. Young Fred even helped teach his colleagues how to fit intrauterine devices, which were then coming into use for the first time. He was very good technically and very good clinically, recalled senior partner Dr. Grieve. He'd got all the right qualifications and worked well. Mothers thought the world of him. Mind you, he was good with everyone. Also, Shipman's strong Nottingham accent had a soothing effect on many patients. The fact that he didn't speak with a posh accent made many feel less intimidated and more able to relax in his presence. It was also noted inside the Todmorden practice